Okay. So this is the last call of this group, but obviously you guys are all welcome to go into the next one. I posted that training video today. Who watched it?
I did.
Me. I listened to it when I was cooking, doing laundry, and doing dishes too.
I did it, or I listened to it while I was working out. And
Yep.
It was awesome. Seriously, I thought that I was a master of organization, but that video just made me feel like, oh my God, I'm so unorganized.
Really? Oh my gosh.
Like, I need to set a schedule and I need to stick to that. And I think she was so right when she said, so many coaches feel overwhelmed. That's what, how many of you guys felt overwhelmed?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right?
Definitely.
And it's because you're like just trying to do so much and just fitting it in at different times. And then at the end of the day, you're like, crap, did I fit everything in? Because if you don't have a schedule set, it's so easy to just
Right.
So that's why I think I'm really going to sit down and print out a schedule and I just hired an assistant 2 weeks ago. And I told him one of his new tasks is to text me at 6 a.m. and wake me up. Because I know that if I get up earlier, I'll be able to get more done and I'll be able to concentrate and not have mom guilt of trying to work while my kids are awake all the time. So if you haven't watched it, Lacey. Uh-oh. Am I still working?
Kinda. You're freezing.
Oh, man. I don't know what's wrong with this internet lately. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like normal time?
Yes.
I can, yeah.
You guys are all speed up, speed down. I don't know what's going on here. Okay. So if you guys can hear me, that's all that matters. If you can't hear me, just type in there can't hear you, because I can see the typing even if you guys are speeding up and slowing down. So yeah, if you haven't watched that yet, watch it. Seriously. I'm probably going to have to rewatch that again and again, because it's kind of eye-opening to see how just having a set schedule, it can really help you hone in on the things that you really need to be doing every day and not doing all the busy work. And I'm totally guilty of doing a lot of busy work and then at the end of the day feeling like I didn't actually get anything done. So do that. Okay. Now let me hear from you guys how you're doing, what you need help with. Hopefully I can hear you. So we'll start with Lacey.
I guess I'm just having a hard time with breaking out of my shell and talking to random people. I don't really know how to bring up Beachbody and coaching and all of that fun stuff.
So tell me how a normal conversation kind of goes for you.
I mostly just start talking to them about their journey, because I tend to talk to a lot of people who have already started. Mm-hmm. And I'll start talking to them about what they're doing and asking them questions like that. And then, I don't know, they'll ask me about mine and I'll just kind of start telling them about that. And then I stop getting responses.
What I notice, this isn't the case with everybody, but it is the case with a lot of people, especially moms. How many times have you opened up a message and then didn't respond because you got distracted?
A million.
Yeah. That's personally, I don't open messages anymore unless I know that I can respond to them, because that used to happen to me all the time. So that's why a follow-up system is really important. And I told you guys about how I do my follow-ups, but it can be as simple as just saying hi. Actually, Tatiana posted a really good PDF. I downloaded it, so I'll post it in the group, but it's like a PDF on follow-up techniques that work, and I really, really like it. It's got like 13 different things that you could do to follow up and like what to say. So that might help you a lot, but if the conversation ends, a lot of the time it's because they just get distracted. Like, moms just don't have the time to just sit down and like have a super long conversation. Like, it doesn't happen. So
that's,
definitely think about that and try that. In terms of like how to bring things up, I always try to lead the conversation, which is why, that's where forming comes from. But I literally just like, how are you married? How many kids do you have? What does your husband do? Do you homeschool? Did you go to school? What do you like to do? And basically I'm like leading it to what they like to do, like recreation, or like a good way to ask. I mean, it's summertime right now. You can ask if they're like going on vacation somewhere, if they're going to be going bikini shopping or something like that. And there's just like ways to just kind of get in there without being weird and salesy. Like, just, we're talking about our kids. Oh, hey, do you want to try my challenge group? It's weird.
pretty
You don't want to do that. But seriously, what's going to really help you with that is just watching like trainings from top coaches on YouTube. I do that all day long, like just while I'm doing normal things. I'll just have my phone playing a YouTube video or my computer open playing it while I'm doing other things. And I might not be listening like my full attention, but I'm still getting a lot out of it. And I actually personally like to just turn on training while I'm doing my workouts. Like, I'll turn my workout down and just listen to it then, because that's a good way for me to multitask and get two things done, which is why I'm always super fired up after my workouts, because, both of those combined. But yeah, that's, if you're having trouble with something specific, just like seek out trainings on it. Obviously you can ask me, you can ask the group. To all of you, seriously, if you are ever struggling in something, I am not going to know unless you tell me. So you guys have to like keep an open communication so I can help you, because that's where I've noticed that with a lot of coaches, like they'll just kind of fall off the bandwagon, and then I'll message them and be like, hey, what's going on? And they're like, oh, well, I'm going through this and I just didn't know how to tell you. And I'm like, that's what I'm here for. So feel free to, you guys have that option to do power calls with me too, so that you get one-on-one time. Lacey, we will do like this.
Much easier.
Yeah, let's not get charged $25 to talk to each other.
Agreed.
So is there anything else that you need like help with that you've been having difficulty with?
Well, the only other thing would be like money. Like objections because of the money. Like Shakeology is super expensive, and although I understand the benefits of it, other people tend to think that, I'm just talking out of my butt. But
well, I can tell you just right that you just said that right there, that's your problem. You're like, Shakeology is super expensive. You gotta change the mindset. Like, it's not expensive. It's, if you average it out, it's like, well, it's a little bit more for you because you're in Canada. But it's an average of like $4 to $5 a meal. Like, if you go out to eat, so many people just like pick up lunch or pick up like breakfast on their way to work. If they just had a Shakeology, they would actually be saving a lot of money, because like, you go out and you get something from a restaurant, it's going to be like $7 to $10. And this is all of the nutrition that you're getting in a day. So that's actually a huge, huge thing. Usually the objections that you're getting are something that you have a problem with yourself. And that's what I started noticing when I changed my mindset. Because I used to not even require Shakeology for my challenge groups because I was too nervous that people would be like, oh, it's too expensive, and I just wouldn't have any challengers. And then I just switched it, and I'm like, you know what? Shakeology is worth it. I know it's worth it. So why am I worried that people aren't going to think that it's worth it? And once I switched that mindset, and once I started projecting that confidence, people like believed me because I am confident about it. I know it's worth it. Otherwise I wouldn't require it, you know? So that's a lot of work that I think you have to do on you and building your confidence in it. And I mean, how fantastic do you feel?
Amazing. Like, I haven't had my Shakeology in like 3 or 4 days because I ran out and I'm waiting for it to come. But like, these past few days have been horrendous. Like, I'm just so tired and so out of energy, and I just feel like crap. Like, even when I eat my food now, like, it's not the same. Like, it gives me a stomach ache, I feel, without it.
This is the kind of stuff that you want to tell people.
Okay.
Like, you want to be telling people about all of these awesome benefits that you're getting from it, and you want to be hitting their goals and understanding what they need and telling them that this is, because if you hit all of those bases, that objection is just going to be like, well, why are you objecting to something that's going to be so amazing for you, you know?
Okay.
So that was really huge. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, when I just changed my mindset and got super confident, my business just like completely turned around.
I can agree. I think a lot of my problems have to do a lot with lack of self-confidence, and I really do need to work on that.
Mm-hmm. Personal
development is helping.
I mean, seriously, double up on that stuff if you want to. I've been using podcasts now and like listening to things 1.5 speed, and it's just like I can just hammer out a ton of PD and just feel awesome. And that's a free option too. It's cool.
Absolutely.
Okay, how about Shelby?
Hey, sorry.
It's okay.
I had it on mute. I was talking to my daddy. Whew. Okay. So I got a little backtracked because yesterday I felt like death warmed over.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, it's hot as balls down here, and it was 90 something outside, and the heat index was like 110. And Aiden wanted to go to the park, so I packed him all the necessities that he would need, and not myself. So yeah, I was like, basically, I'm pretty sure like I got like heat sick. And then, so whatever. I feel better now, not 100%, but I do feel better. My body is sore. I forgot. I hadn't puked that much in a while.
Yeah.
Sorry, I know, TMI.
That sucks. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's I feel like I'm feeling better. I just didn't work out today at all because I just didn't want to take the chance. But no, yeah. So I've been playing catch up all day. I did have some conversations with people, but I am getting better with like talking about the benefits, and I have used that. The telling them like, okay, you're like, oh, it's so expensive. I'm like, well, you do realize that you go out drinking and eating every night after work, which is like $20. You work 7 days a week. I mean, like, how do you not have the money for it? And they're like, yeah, but, and like, I'm trying to, the clean eating is like kind of where I do a lot of my like focus on like how I'm trying to like inform people. Like, it is part of the clean eating. It helps with this. It helps with that. So I'm forming with other people. What?
I think it's Candace's camera out there.
Oh. Sorry, I got distracted. And I am adding more and more people on Facebook as friends and meeting new people, because I realized that, my friends, trying to talk to my friends about it, they're stubborn, very stubborn. And
friends and family are the hardest people, and they're going to be the ones that just like, they're not going to believe you until you're doing this like 6 months in. Seriously.
Yeah.
I don't understand it, but that's
And that's what it is. It's like legit. They're just like, oh, like, well, I do this, but I don't need to do this. And I'm just like, okay, like I can help you so much. And then like in my challenge group, the participation is like gone downhill, and I'm like, it's only been the first week, and I'm trying to be like, okay, well, like let me know what's going on, let me know what you're doing and everything. So yeah, like it was a little discouraging this week, but at the same time it caused me to bring my focus elsewhere. Like I am starting to kind of I'm trying to have like days where I do different things, like discussion. I'm gonna do a video every Friday for Fit Friday. I'm gonna do like an Instagram video, super short, 15-second, post it to there and on Facebook. Just kind of like, well, little motivation thing to go into the weekend, and then meatless Mondays, and then workout Wednesdays, mainly of how you busted the middle of your week. And like I haven't done a transformation Tuesday really. I do transform yourself, like just talking about like the process and whatnot. So I'm trying to like, I'm refocusing my stuff like there from the lack of participation this week. But I am already starting to write down my stuff that I need for my next challenge group. It is definitely going to be mandatory, because I feel like if it's mandatory, then people take it a lot more seriously. And
yeah, I was going to say that's a big difference I notice in the free groups as opposed to the challenge groups, because if you're actually financially invested in something, you're going to do it normally. I mean, I still have people that don't do it, but normally if people are actually financially invested in something, they're going to work harder towards it rather than something that's free.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what I've noticed. Like, I mean, it takes, it's kind of like a kick in the head, but it's okay. And then I watched that video, or listened to it rather, while I was like doing a million things in the kitchen. And I literally sat down and was like, okay, I need to organize this and that and this and the other, because I do feel like the little short order, like, okay, well, let me talk to this person, let me do this, let me do that. I'm just like, no, I need to like pump the brakes. And it's hard because like this week I've been waiting to hear from like one of my friends who doesn't have their phone on them, so like I can't constantly check my phone, and I look and I'm like, oh, like I need to answer this, no, don't answer. And it's just, so I'm trying to get my times. I need to get my times situated so that way I don't deal, talk, or anything on it until then. Yeah.
Yeah, I think having a schedule is going to really help like anybody, really, unless you're one of those people that thrives off of spontaneity. Like I need to have a schedule, and it'll just, I mean, not only will it help you make sure that you're getting everything that you need to get done, but by prioritizing the things that are most beneficial to you growing your business. Like I am totally 150% guilty of putting off my invites until like the end of the day. And that's quite honestly what should be the number one, aside from checking in with my challenge groups. Because if you're not inviting and you just keep pushing that off, how are you going to grow,
Yeah.
So yeah, doing that would be fantastic. Like I said, with friends and family, I didn't have any friends or family join for a long time. And it's just because, I mean, it's just, I don't know. But it just seems to be how it is for everybody. It's just easier for people that don't know you, maybe because maybe there's things in your past that make them think that it's not worth it or something. Who knows? I don't really know. But that, and not to mention, I always notice that in my free groups, my participation is just like blah. And that's another good thing for you to do. Like when you're starting out, you can definitely run your own groups, but it's really good to team up with other coaches so you have more people to like make sure that you have more participation. Because if people are posting, like if it's just one person posting all the time, and nobody else is posting or encouraging them or anything, then they're most likely going to get discouraged, you know.
Yeah. Amber's been helping me out a lot with my group. Like, she's in it, and she's been posting, and like people have been commenting, which is good. And like I have like literally like not four totally, but like 3 people who post every single day. And one of them is Amber, and then it's 2 others. But like I just, you know, a little bit more. If there's like 12 people in it, and I'm like really? But
I mean, did you see the last clean eating group that we did? It was like 50 people, and there was barely anybody posting.
That was ridiculous.
It's just the name of the game. Like, that's just how it goes for some reason. But those people that are posting are going to be the ones who are going to want to move on. Like,
Stop.
you, Lacey, and Shelby both started off in clean eating groups, right?
Yeah.
And you guys.
That's how it started.
It's the people that are actually participating are going to be the ones that you are going to end up usually getting to move on to regular challenge groups.
Yeah.
So, and you know, it just builds the more you do it, the longer you do it, because people are going to see you as this person that they can go to get help. So,
yeah.
All right. Well, how about Candace? I just saw your sides video, by the way.
I did too. So cute.
Uh-oh. Is Candace all paused, or am I paused?
Crap. Oh, she made me do it. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, your video is paused, but I can hear you.
Okay. Okay, well, I'll just keep talking. So I've pretty much just been working on, I did the branding, I did the mood board, I listened to the Melanie Mitro professional development video that she did, or the call, and so I worked on today just getting some work hours set so that I'm not, because I have that problem with having my smartphone on me all the time in case my husband messages, and every time it dings on Facebook, I need to check it, and then I get wrapped up in it. So I just related with her on the thought of, you know, just putting it to the side or putting 5 minutes into scrolling, because I feel like I need to scroll to know what everybody.
Your audio is half there and half not.
You know, and so I have something to talk about with them, but let's see, let's see. Is this better?
Yeah,
No.
really. Technology.
Can you?
Like, I can see you, but you're moving it like, and like I'll hear part of your sentence, and then it'll be like, Maybe if you, well, typing will take a while. Try again, because you're kind of moving like regular, sort of. Go to someone else vocal. While you're yeah, you're the last person, so I know Lisa just posted in the group. Hold on. Okay, her internet was acting up too. So I don't know why your thing is freaking out, just like I didn't know why mine was last time, but of course, post in the group if you have a question that needs to get answered so I can answer it for you. But for some reason, yours is just, you're like super frozen on like a screen. So, yeah. So does anybody else have any questions before we get off or before we close it out? No? All right, well, I have a task for all three of you, and I want you to literally go through your Facebook. You don't, well, okay, you can think off the top of your head too, but I want you to make a list of at least 25 people that you think you might want to invite to coach, and start working through that list. Because literally, I mean, I saw Shelby just signed up her dad today. So all you need is one coach. Yeah, yay. All you need is one coach and you'll be Emerald. And I know Lacey's ready to sign up her husband too. So it's just one coach that you guys need. And think about if you asked like 25 people, one of those people is bound to say yes. Because this opportunity is so amazing. Not to mention, I am going to be doing that coaching webinar Wednesday, the 24th, I think. Why does the 24th sound like I feel like I have something else. It's supposed to be the 24th. And I'm Shelby, are you doing it with me?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, you guys have that list of 25 people you can start inviting to that webinar. If you feel like they're kind of on board already, you can feel free to send them the last webinar, which I have the link for that you can send them to. And not to mention, like, this is the last week and a half that the Fix and the Fix Extreme are on sale, so it's a really, really good time to promote everything. And start inviting to use that video I made. I don't think that inviting on your personal page to an event is that much different. Let me screen share, because the video that I did about creating an event was on your like page. You guys don't have one of those yet. So instead of going to your like page to start that event, you would go to events right on this side of the page. And you would just go to create up here. And
text her enough!
That's how you do that.
Oh, sorry guys.
It's okay.
I unmuted.
Yeah, so you would invite or create your event right there. And then I also posted that video on how to make your list last night. So go through your Facebook and make your list, because seriously, I can't even tell you, it makes invite. I used to spend like an hour and a half. I used to spend like an hour and a half trying to just click on everybody to invite them to my events, and I wasn't honing in on like my actual current prospects. Don't ever invite coaches to your events, because you only have a limited number of invites anyways. And if coaches are replying yes, then their customers are going to see that, or their prospects, and you're just going to get a whole mix of people, and you don't want that. You just want your prospects and your free customers, all that kind of stuff. But like I said, let me go to my events. So normally, this is how easy it makes it. If it wants to go. Okay, invite. Okay, so if I wanted to say invite, say I don't even have anybody in this, but I could just select all right there and then send invites. It's that fast that you can do it. And I have a lot of the people that, I move over from Instagram, or just people in general, even if I haven't ever talked to them about Beachbody before, I have them on my prospect list. because you never know if they're going to be interested in it. Like that's why I do events now, because I've had so many people randomly that I had no idea would have any interest in coaching at all.
Mm-hmm.
Just reply to the event and be like, hey, this is cool. Like, what are you doing? It's brought me a ton of success. And then, oh wait, let me screen share again. So then when you have your event going like this and it says 29 going, this does not mean that they are signed up to go. Think about that. So you want to click on your going, and you just start going through these people and messaging them and be like, hey, I saw you replied yes for the No Excuses boot camp that I'm going to be running on July 6th. I'd love to talk to you some more about it. And they'll message you back like, oh, hey, yeah, it looks interesting. What is it? And be like, oh, well, I'd love to talk to you about it. But, you know, if it's somebody that you haven't connected with in a long time, start to bring it back to forming. And then you'll bring it back to that event after you've, you know, built that relationship a little bit or talked to them a little bit, so that it's not just strictly business. Like, you are learning about them. You are talking to them and building that relationship first. And what's really nice is, like, a lot of these new people, all these other people down here, these are people that you're not usually friends with. And it's if somebody, like, let me see something here. So this person, so this Iman Mitchell, I don't know, I think she was somebody that I added on a Facebook graph, but she didn't even reply to it. So somehow this person's, who I'm friends with, one of their friends, they saw my challenge group because of something that maybe, like, their friend put maybe or something. So this is expanding my market to my customers or my prospects' friends when they mark yes or maybe. Mm-hmm. This person, again, I mean, these people can be off my like page too, but this way, I mean, these are people that I'm not even friends with yet. These are brand new prospects just by creating my event. So you'll want to go through, and these can be your invites for the day. You don't have to go out and invite brand new people if you already have all of these people a message too. Mm-hmm. So get on that. So like I said, make a list of 25 people. I'll post that follow-up PDF in the I'll actually just post it in the regular Fit and Free coach group, and I'll post it in the level 2 group too, because that is really helpful. And if you haven't already done it, make your event. Don't invite coaches, just invite prospects, and make your lists too. Especially if you're starting off like with less friends right now, it'll be way easier for you to make your list rather than me waiting till I was at like 1,400 friends before I did it. So yeah, do that. Assignments and get going on those. All right, and like I said, invite to the webinar for next week. It's going to be on the 24th. Me and Shelby are going to be doing it. I think it's going to be at 9 p.m. I don't have it yet, but I will soon. Okay, so if you guys don't have any other questions, that will be it for tonight.
Perfect.
All right, so enjoy your night and see you later.
Bye.
Bye.